So a little bit on financial wellness, right? So what has happened over the last several decades is companies in general have been focused on physical wellness, right? So there was COVID, and pre-COVID, there were other kinds of diseases. So the whole idea of having a solid medical benefits, ensuring that tremendous amount of effort is there, paying attention to the employees' wellness from a physical perspective, that was the ultimate goal in terms of how companies want to achieve, and we have come a long way. The second aspect came into picture where now more and more companies are focusing on mental wellness, right? Mental wellness plays a key part in terms of how we act as employees, how we act as partners in the company. So that part of it got captured as well. But what was really missing is the financial wellness. So from our perspective, financial wellness is simply the state of being secure. You feel secure about your future. You are able to handle some of the immediate and also long-term goals. Where do you see opportunities, and where do you see your company playing a key part?
What we really focus on is really that small business market. There are 33 million small businesses today in the US. Under 1 million of them actually have a 401k. But we're also working with a lot of states who recognize this problem. And what states are trying to do, they're being very intentional in saying we need to help people save more. How can we offer a really easy way for employees to save and employers to offer savings? And technology is a big part of that.
Financial stress is the largest source of stress for nearly 80% of working adults in the country. So you've got roughly 130 million people who self-identify as that being their single biggest challenge. That's more than job, health, and relationship stress combined in terms of driving stress for individuals. And so our question was, how do you solve that problem? How do you present a wealth management solution, a similar solution that someone who's making $500,000 or $1 million would, to 130, 140 million people who are not there and quite honestly do not have a path to get there. And so underpinning that question was, our response to that question is the Origin platform. Mm-hmm. And so what we've built is a single destination where an individual who's earning between $50,000 and $250,000 per year can come to learn, plan, track, and implement all of their financial needs.
From an education perspective, what are some of the challenges and some of the common questions you get?
So we work with a number of groups and partners like banks, broker-dealers, wealth advisory firms, because they have a center of influence to the small business owner who can be that educational source. And they can extend out that education, that value, to the employees of the company as well. Through technology, we've built somewhat of a trusted experience for users to come back to the platform time and time again, either to get information, to get service, and everything is really digitally forward and digitally enabled. In the retirement space, I will say, however, while we are fully tech forward, we're fully digital, fully modern, cloud, all those fun things, service is also very important, right? High level service.
Economists and other people alike are saying, hey, economy is slowing down. A lot of things that people are afraid of, so many things. They don't want to invest. The cash is offering a much better rate and so on. And in that context, how do you literally support the wellness needs of various clients?
Yeah, I think for our company, we're very fundamentally focused in the advice that we like to give. So for the folks sitting in this room, the level of sophistication when it comes to core financial planning is in the top 1%. When you go to industries like law firms, as an example, or technology industry, there's a complete absence of financial sophistication when it comes to even like the most basic principles. And so those are the first things that we're trying to deliver to people.
From your perspective, are you adding new features based on the location, the type of things they could expect, or even going beyond that, generically, are you adding more and more features you're thinking about as you identify more problems?
I think for us, it's really looking at the individuals that we work with. I think, as you said, nobody is alike. And I think that's the case for everyone. Everybody has a different life goal. The one might want to buy a home next year. The one is thinking about getting kids. Everyone has a different life path in that sense. I think one thing that excites me, though, about the demographic that we work with is that if you think about how alike people can be, they're very alike. Mm-hmm. And I think it gives us an opportunity to build a product suite and a platform that is super tailored to their needs. It's, I think, expanding that product suite that really guides these people through their life and beyond that I think excites us a lot.
So each of you want to talk about what you're doing with AI in your solution set.
Data is really important to us. We want good data in from the very first day. And that's where we have developed a number of tools from digital onboarding for small businesses to capture the right data and to continue to cleanse and get data.
So we're really deploying it in two ways. One is a co-pilot-like product, which I think is probably similar to how Citi is thinking about it for their advisors. So how do you allow servicing of a much larger number of clients through one individual, right? Because you can scale all of your outbound, all of your overviews, any sort of insights that are related to their specific portfolio. What we're most excited about, though, is deploying an automated financial planning product, AI-driven, in our lowest tier offering. So that our product, that advisory layer that accompanies your tax, your investment management, and your data visualization would be packaged into that, so you have that advisory component as well.
I think one thing though, which I do sense with when you go higher up in terms, like I think people will not just accept just interacting with the AI.
So I agree. This is like a convo we had internally a lot at our company, and like this was the first product that people pitched, and I was like, I just don't think people care. Like I don't care if my advisor uses AI. Right. I want to talk to the advisor. Like,
well, I think the thing is, it's also about very often I can read the advice. Like I probably know what I should do. It's about finding that confirmation from another human being that you trust. I think is a big thing. So I think until the AI will be able to generate that same amount of trust, I think that big life decision I think is going to be tough to replace. But if you think about optimization and expanding scale, I'm a big believer.
Yeah, how do you trust? Ensuring trust is going to be an important part.